Okay. 8.5, how should states be represented in the new government? So while everybody was debating the Constitutional Convention was happening, they were trying to come up with ways for people to be represented at the higher government level. So they came up with the Virginia Plan and the New Jersey Plan. So we're going to read about that. Remember, Constitution is a written plan that provides the basic framework of a government. Constitution. I think you have to answer that. Once the convention was organized, the delegates got down to business. In most of their minds, that business was to revise the Articles of Confederation. To their surprise, the Virginia delegation presented them with a completely new plan of government. After a lengthy debate, the delegates agreed to throw out the Articles of Confederation and write a new constitution. While the delegates, later known as the Framers, agreed to design a new framework of government, they were divided on a key issue. Where should the government's power to rule come from? The states or the people? Under the Articles of Confederation, the answer was the states. Madison's answer in the Virginia Plan was that the government's power should come directly from the people. The Virginia Plan. The Virginia Plan called for a strong national government with 3 branches or parts. There's a legislative branch or Congress that would make laws. An executive branch would carry out or execute the laws. That's why it's called execute. A judicial branch or system of courts would apply and interpret the laws. Under the Virginia Plan, Congress was to be made up of 2 houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. The number of lawmakers that a state could send to Congress depended on its population. States with a large number of people would have more representatives than smaller states. Delegates from Virginia, Pennsylvania, and other large states liked the Virginia Plan. Having the new government represent people, not states, would give them more representatives and more power in both houses of Congress. So here's a graph that shows the population in these states in 1790. Which states would want equal representation for each state? Obviously, the ones that did not have a higher population, right? So the Virginia Plan works pretty well for Virginia and these other states that have higher population. The New Jersey Plan, not surprisingly, delegates from the small states disliked the Virginia Plan. Just as the convention was about to vote on it, William Paterson of New Jersey introduced a rival proposal, or an opposite proposal, a rival. Like the Virginia Plan, the New Jersey Plan called for a government with 3 branches. However, the legislative branch would have just 1 house, not 2. And each state would have an equal vote in Congress, no matter how big or small. This plan, Paterson argued, would keep the small states from being swallowed up by their more populous neighbors. So obviously there's a problem with these two, they're going to have to argue and debate and determine which plan is better. And we will learn about that in 8.6.